Hey guys, what's going on? This is Seth from the RE Tipster blog, and I wanted to show you a little thing I bought on Amazon the other day. It's kind of cool. It is a wide-angle lens. You can see it right here. And the reason this is sort of unique and just kind of neat is it's meant for your smartphone, or an iPhone in my case. And basically the way this works is you just go ahead and you can clip it right over the camera, like so. I'll show you what this looks like on the phone's end in just a second, but you can just clip this on your camera, and once it's on there, you can get some shots of any type of room that may be hard to like get the entire room in the frame with just, you know, your straight up iPhone camera. Once you put this on there, it gives you a much wider angle so you can like get the entire room in one shot. So let me just quick switch camera angles here and I'll show you a little bit more about how this thing works. Okay, so when you order this thing, and by the way, I believe it's literally only available on Amazon, as far as I know. But when you order this thing, you get this little package pouch thing, which is pretty small. It's got this thing here so it can like clip onto your belt loop or bag or anything like that. It's pretty easy to carry around. But you open it up like this, and you'll see a few things. First of all, there's this, which is like a flash, so you can add light. I personally don't think I'm ever going to use this, but you know, whatever. If you want that sort of thing, it's there for you. And then the lens looks like this. There's actually a few different components to this lens. This right here is just the straight up wide angle lens. And what you can do is you can unscrew this. And this lens right here, if you just clip this onto your phone, this will allow you to get like super close-up shots that you wouldn't normally be able to do with just the native camera on your iPhone. But once you add this thing on it, you can just get like really, really up close to the subject. I'll just show you really quickly what that looks like. Okay, so what we've got here is just, you know, as you can see, a mug and a stapler. Here is my phone right here, and here is the lens. Get that in the frame. Okay, so we just take the lens, we center it right over the camera itself, as you can see, if I can get that on there. And then we turn it around like this, and we get to the camera app, and you'll probably notice, you know, if I hold the camera further than like an inch away from it, everything's kind of blurry. The idea is you want to hold this about an inch to a half an inch away from the subject, so really, really up close. Or, you know, go over here to the stapler, really, really close up, and you've got that nice blurred background, but then the item that you want in the center of your picture is right there in focus. And something else you can do is like do an even bigger close-up that you normally would never be able to do if you were just using your camera on your phone. So with that said, that's how that one works. If we zoom back out here, let's just take this off, and then we're going to put the wide angle lens back on. By the way, you can kind of see the difference when you do, you know, close up like this, take the lens off. Kind of just gives you an idea for, you know, what change happens when you put this particular lens on there. So anyway, let's go ahead and put the other lens on. Go ahead and do it like this again. Okay, so that's on. Take the cover off, put it back on here. Okay. So, this right here, you can kind of just get an idea right there. If we put it on, we can get these two objects in focus from this distance. If we take it off, it looks a lot closer with just the standard camera angle. Put it back on, we sort of can fit a lot more in the frame of this picture. So that kind of gives you an idea for the difference. But again, this is not like the typical scenario of when I would be using this. Usually the reason I would have this is so that I can fit a small room in the frame of one picture. Say if I've got like a really tiny bedroom or bathroom or something like that, and I can't really get everything in one shot, this kind of lens would be super helpful for that. So let me go and show you what this looks like when we take a picture of an actual room with this. Alrighty? Okay, so I'm shooting on my iPhone now. I just walked over here to the nearest bathroom in our house, which is a relatively small bathroom. I'm just gonna show you an example of what a difference this lens can make. So I'll go ahead and turn it around like this. So with just my straight up iPhone camera, this is all you can see. It's a pretty narrow shot. I mean, you can't really see this over here to the right, and you can't really see the shower over here to the left. I mean, really, all you would see if I were standing right here in the doorway taking this picture is really not much. I mean, it would either be the toilet or it would be this corner of the wall, and that's really all I can do without taking a bunch of pictures and trying to stitch them together somehow. But once you put this wide angle lens on there, let's just do this right here. Center this just right. So there you go. Now in this one shot, you know, without me really moving anywhere, just standing right here, see a lot more than you'd otherwise be able to see with only the native camera. And granted, I will say, this is not the same as like using a DSLR camera with a wide angle lens on. I mean, this is clearly not the same quality as that. There's a lot that you're going to be sacrificing if this is the only way you can do it. Most notably, for example, I mean, you'll see the left edge over here is a little bit curved where that doorway should be just straight up and down. So it kind of like distorts the picture a little bit, but it does still get a lot more information in the frame. So you can just kind of get a better perspective for what a room looks like. And of course, if this was a bigger room, I'd be able to see a lot more. And also, you know, just for totally unrelated purposes, say if I was trying to do like a selfie or something, or if I wanted to get a group shot and get everybody in the frame just by holding this phone in my hands, you know, I can't really do that very well with just the normal front-facing camera. But once I put this thing on there, you know, again, I can fit a lot more in this frame. And this is not like on a selfie stick or anything. This is just in my hand. And with this wide angle lens on there, I can see a lot more. Given the cost of it, I think it's just over 30 bucks at the time of this recording. I mean, it's a pretty good value just given that, you know, if you're stuck in a place with only your phone and nothing else, or if you just don't want to haul around a bunch of camera gear with you. I mean, this is a pretty decent tool to have at your disposal, and it doesn't cost a fortune, and you can still get some better shots than you would get with only your phone. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. This company is called Xenvo. Thought it was worth mentioning because I got it and thought it was kind of cool. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found that helpful, and I'll see you later.